good morning. It's Mike Zschunke, Berkshire Hathaway Homes and Shipman Properties, somewhere near the California-Arizona state border on I-10. We're going to talk about residential, we're going to talk about commercial and the economy. Just keep it to about 10 minutes here, heading west. Multiple listing service inventory. It was up about 200 single-family detached homes. Maricopa County up 150. Scottsdale, we lost one single-family detached home, 1,341. Again, houses are coming on the market under contract. A lot of things are happening off market. So, as I've said before, people are hesitant to list their house, but they want to sell. So, I'm seeing houses cancel and houses expiring going into the busy season here. So, it's interesting to see how this market is moving. Everybody was waiting for the election. We'll touch on that in a little bit. Never really has made a difference, but the buyers are here. Buyers are in Arizona. I need $1 million to $2 million in Ancala Country Club if you're looking for that. I read an article, 17% of buyers are looking for multi-generational homes. And I'm hearing that too. I'm getting calls from kids and parents. They want to be by each other, either moving from out of state. Interesting, the city of Phoenix now has a law. You can build an accessory dwelling unit, generally about half the size of the primary residence on your property. Pretty easy to get it through permitting. But if I was a builder concentrating on those casitas, they call them in Arizona, or accessory dwelling units, ADUs, I think that's going to be hot. People in larger lots, and we have the baby boomers that are getting older. I'm dealing with that myself and my parents. So, kids and families want to be together. So that we'll see where that goes. But anyway, we're seeing a lot of things off market still. I talked to a guy yesterday. 2 acres, he wants $1.8 million. That just doesn't work. No builder is going to buy that. Building is expensive. So he's got it for sale by owner right now. I told him I'm not going to list it for that because that's ridiculous. But the number's a little bit better. Actually, if you saw my post last night, went to a really neat broker preview. 23 acres on the side of Camelback. They're asking $30 million, which is very optimistic, but I bet that number is more like 15 or 20. It's 3 lots. The house that was there is pretty cool, 1970s, like right out of 1970s, but some of the greatest views I've seen. But anyway, we got the October residential numbers yesterday. Prices up about 1.8% in the Phoenix area. They call it the Valley. Houses under contract, 6,500 single-family detached homes under contract. The month before in September was 6,700. So there's always that little hesitation, especially we kept hearing it this year going into the election, which thank God is done now. We can move forward. But I'm having my best year ever. Things are moving. I think a lot of agents are leaving the industry because they read the media that things are slow. And I get the question all the time, is it a good time to buy? Is it a good time to sell? I can't answer that question for you. It really depends on what you're looking for, your situation, your affordability. Also affordability. You'll see the statistics, affordability at an all-time low. They're comparing that. We have dual income households now. We didn't have that most of history. It had single-family income homes. Now we have what they used to call them dinks, dual income, no kid homes. So affordability isn't as bad as the media wants you to think about it. And again, is it a good time to buy? Yeah, if you want to buy, you always need a roof over your head. Is it a good time to sell? Yeah, if you want to downsize, retire, I always say death, divorce, life happens. So, we'll sit down with our clients and we'll discuss what works for you. No pressure. It doesn't matter to me if you buy or sell. Just, so that's an interesting question I always get. So it really depends on what matters for you. Off market, also, we've got 250 acres coming up south Maricopa, Casa Grande area, south of South Mountain. 250 acres. We don't know a price yet. but that area is booming. A lot of builders going in, a lot of developments down I-10 towards Tucson. So that's going to be a fun project. We've got 3 off-market properties, 800 to 900,000. So if you're looking for those, give us a call. Like I always say, what you see online is not necessarily there. Actually, I want to mention real quick, we had in our office this week, somebody was trying to sell some land that they didn't own. It's on Zillow. It's on Realtor.com. The person selling the land does not own it. They called an agent in our office, and thankfully they caught it and said, no, you don't own that land. You can't sell it. So be careful. There's a lot of fraud out there with technology today. Here we are live again. That's why we do live. There's so much playing with some AI things this week, and it's amazing what you can do. So just be careful. Use your agent. Look at the tax records. Make sure that person has the authority to sell that property. I apologize for the sun behind me here. I don't know if you can see. Does that help? Anyway, commercial phones ringing. It's I've actually a couple of buddies got some good deals under contracts on Wednesday. It's investors do not like uncertainty. Well, coming up to this election, now we have a pro-business administration. Hang on, I got to stop at exit 1 here. If you're driving from Arizona to California or California back to Arizona, exit 1 is going to save you a lot of money on fuel. So, plus there's a lot I want to look up here. It's right at exit 1, right at the intersection. 8 acres for $600,000 right at the intersection, and then there's another 2 acres I want to look at, $125,000 for 2 acres right on I-10, right on the California-Arizona border. I just want to look at it. That's, I like to put the boots on the ground and see what's out there. But anyway, commercial, it's picking up. We've got some optimism. I always say, banks don't want to hold the real estate. I got a couple calls from private money this week. They're ready to jump in the market. So if it's a deal, there's money out there, for sure. So anyway, commercial's picking up. I need some multifamily, some smaller ones, 4 to 8 units. The mom and pop strip malls. Those are hot now. As they retire, they want to get out. Real estate is not always passive income. The weekend gurus will tell you, make money passive income on real estate. That's not always true. Someone's going to call you at 2 in the morning. You really have to have good management in place. But BNSF, they got approval yesterday from the Arizona Board of Supervisors for the $3.2 billion project in Surprise. It's 18 million square feet of warehouse, 4,300 acres. And I also read that Toyota training facility out in out past Peoria is coming up for sale. They're closing it down. What do you do with that? It's like a $2,000 automotive training facility. That would be really interesting. Big money, but anyway, commercial lending is still tight. It's not always about the interest rate. Remember, I hope I didn't miss exit 1 here. Yeah, if there's money, if there's a good deal to be had, commercial is going to start picking up now. Like I said, we have some certainty on where the economy is going. That brings us to the economy. Chairman Powell spoke yesterday. He really gets a bad rap. Told someone yesterday, he's like a parent who gave an irresponsible kid a credit card. The Fed controls monetary policy. The U.S. Treasury controls fiscal policy and spending. His job is to keep the money supply going, whether it's through interest rates, which they did cut 25 basis points yesterday. I hope you all learned last time they cut that does not mean your mortgage rate is going to drop. Your mortgage rate is based on the 10-year bonds, which had an interesting week as well. I can only imagine how much money the bond traders made in volatility. But bonds shot up right after the election. And I think it was just an over-exaggeration of the uncertainty going into the election. People buy bonds, prices go up, rates go down. So we had that little dip just before the election. After the election, people maybe overbought. They always say, buy the news, sell the rumor. And so really, bonds are down on the week. But A lot of volatility in the meantime. As Logan Matsushima says, I never know how to say his name, but he's a good guy. He's really super smart on watching the labor market and the bonds and the charts. He was saying there's this, for the 10-year, there's this firm 4.5 on the 10-year that we just can't seem to bust above. So as long as we stay below that, rates are pretty stable. And like I said, it's one man's debt is another man's asset. So 4.5% on the 10-year, is that really so bad? So you have to make money on your investments. You got to get paid for the risk you're taking. So, and Ben Franklin said, one of the greatest tools is compound interest. That also works against you. So with this debt and this treasury, what is it? Interest on the treasury debt is higher than our defense spending. It's a little ridiculous, a little unsustainable. So hopefully we get that under control. Elon's a smart guy, whether you like him or not. Here we go, exit 1, $2.99 a gallon for gas. In about a mile down the road, it's going to be about $4.99 a gallon. So we're going to pull over here. I hope you can still hear me. Anyway, we've just really got to get that U.S. spending under control. And I think that we're going to see some tough times here, a couple months. But I think 2025 is going to be a good year for the economy. Get things under control, get things right on track. After, they were just talking on CNBC, right after World War II, a lot of the private sector businessmen jumped into the government to help get it on track after the war. And we kind of have that again. It's not about who you voted for, it's about who that person surrounds themselves with. And I think kind of got the dream team going into the 2025 here for the economy. So those of you who know me know where I stand. I try not to get political on these, but I'm excited about 2025. 2026, I think, will be really good. But, this economy is ready to go again. Like I said, the phone's ringing with investors on commercial properties. I don't know how you feel about the Second Amendment, but we've got a meeting coming up. Murphy, he's putting a firearms range in Glendale. So if you support firearms education, message me November 18th. There's a meeting. We got to get that passed and get through zoning. We'd love for you to come support us. He's got a good thing going there. November 18th at Arrowhead Country Club to put a shooting range. They actually there is no zoning on the books for that, so we kind of have to have the attorneys make up the zoning, get a special use permit. But that'll be an interesting meeting. It'll be fun. I'm gonna get up and talk, I guess, and support it. But that's what we do for our clients. So. Anyway, we're heading over to California. We see our daughters. My wife flew over there earlier in the week. I enjoy the drive, 5 hours, and get to make my phone calls and do this and, get some work done. So I've got a couple appointments open. I've got one appointment open this afternoon. If you're in the Los Angeles area and just want to meet face-to-face, I believe firm nose-to-nose, toes-to-toes. Roy said he's a mortgage guy that I like. He said, nose to nose, toes to toes is the best way to do business. So if you're in the Los Angeles area this afternoon and just want to say hi, get to know me, happy to run over and meet you. Actually, I'm going to be Marina Del Rey. So, and then tomorrow we're going to be down in Laguna. If you're down in that area, Orange County, Irvine, and just want to say hello, have a quick chat, quick coffee, let me know. Send me a message. Happy to run out and meet you. But, yeah. And happy Veterans Day. Thank you so much, veterans. I can't say how much respect I have for veterans. Monday, just awesome. Thank you. Much appreciated for all you do or have done. So anyway, have a great day. Be smart. Be safe. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If I can help you buy or sell residential, commercial, land, any kind of real estate, give me a shout. Happy to help. And we'll talk to you soon. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye.